and capacity are aimed at significantly enhancing service delivery. This is the context in which we must understand the value of projects like the deployment of mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles in regions such as the North Rift, Northeastern, and Upper Eastern. The operationalization of the National Police Hospital in Kanyonyo and Bagathi, the completion of the DCI National Forensic Laboratory, and the establishment of the National Police Leadership Academy. These initiatives demonstrate our dedication to modernizing the service. Additionally, the establishment of the Integrated Communication Command and Control Center will improve operational efficiency and coordination. Alongside these hardware improvements, we are prioritizing the welfare of our police officers. A significant component of our national policing reform framework is the implementation of the 271 actionable recommendations from the Maraca Task Force. And we all remember we were here a few months ago to make sure that we have a team that will see to it that every recommendation that was made in that task force is achieved in the time frame which was set out. These timely and ambitious and wide-ranging reforms include enhancement of the terms of service, working conditions, human capital development, and institutional frameworks to ensure our officers are well-equipped, continuously trained, motivated, and supported to perform their duties with professionalism and dedication in a dynamic operational environment. Let me say the following, that I did make a commitment that we are going to look into the terms of service, salaries and many other things, insurance package for our police officers. I'm very happy that we have implemented phase 1 of the recommendations that was made by Maraga. And I want to commit that all the other phases are equally going to be implemented. I did commit that we are going to engage in a robust modernization program of our police force, of our police service. Already, in the last 2 years, we have spent 9 billion shillings in the modernization program. I did commit that we are going to spend 20 billion. In actual fact, we are going to spend 28 billion in the modernization program of our police service. I am very happy that some of the equipment has already been supplied, some are on the way, and we are beginning to feel the impact of police modernization in the security improvements around the country. I want to commend the leadership of the police and all the policemen and women for what they are doing in matters protecting citizens, their property, and their lives. I must commend them. Congratulations. I want to commit that that process of modernization, I intend to see it to completion in the next 2 years so that we can have the equipment necessary, the vehicles necessary, the ammunition necessary to protect our country. I'm also confident that, as I said before, we will engage the police men and women so that we can have an appropriate uniform. I know that has been agreed upon, and what is awaiting now is for us to roll out and make sure that we kit our policemen and women with uniform that gives them an inspiration to work and to go forward. So again, that is something we are going to roll out. I know that we are also short on the police vehicles. We have many police stations in different parts of the country that do not have adequate transport. Again, we have already committed ourselves to engage and procure the first 1,000 vehicles. The procurement did not go very well. We are repeating the procurement. By early next year, we will deliver the first 1,000 vehicles. We intend to deliver 3,000 vehicles for our police stations, men and women, to be able to discharge their responsibilities as is appropriate. I also know that our policemen and women live in very difficult situations. The good news is that we have completed the first 582 housing units, 1,000 are under construction, and 17,000 additional houses for the police. We are at the tail end of procurement. It is our intention to make sure that as many as possible of our policemen and women who discharge a very sensitive responsibility of protecting all of us, they work in conditions that help them to discharge that responsibility better. We are going to be working together to ensure that as part of our institutional housing, not just the police, but also our military and the prisons, including the NYS, will benefit from this whole housing agenda that we are rolling out. I am very happy that we've begun to see the first houses completed. I've said 582 are already completed. Another 1,000 are different stages of construction, and we are completing the procurement of contractors for an additional 17,000 units, so that our policemen and women living in different parts of the country and working hard to protect and secure our nation live in conditions that are that help them to discharge that responsibility. Also, the aspect of technology. We have agreed that we need a modern police service, and the aspect of technology, making sure that we digitize, including the famous OB. It must be digitized so that entries into the OB cannot be compromised by anybody, and we can have a clear follow-up on how this is going to go forward. So we will work together. I am confident with the leadership that we have at Vigilance House. I am very confident with the leadership we have at the Office of the President to make sure that we work together in this endeavor. And I commend the National Service for placing technology at the core of the strategic plan that we are launching today. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, many offenses and security threats are enabled by digital technology, and the ability to detect, disrupt, deter, and investigate these threats depend on our capacity to operate effectively in a high technology environment. By integrating ICT into surveillance, investigations, and crime deterrence, and utilizing technologies such as drones for border security, enhancing the Directorate of Criminal Investigations cybersecurity capabilities, and bolstering the IC3 under the Inspector General's office, we are taking decisions and actions to ensure that the NPS stay ahead of emerging threats. It is equally important to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and accountability. I am therefore pleased that this strategic plan identifies the strengthening of oversight mechanisms, such as the Internal Police Affairs Unit, and collaboration with agencies like the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and the Commission for Administration